We are back with the Medicine Man, Stephen Ash. Stephen, what a joy to see you, my friend.
Oh, well, it's a joy to see you, Giles. It's a joy to see you.
Yeah, so we were just chatting off camera there, and you were
Yeah.
saying the year has started really well. So
Oh,
just fill us in a bit.
extraordinary.
Just fill us in a bit.
Well, how can I say it? I've I came through the solstice, and what I realise is that the more you put into life, the more you get out of it. So we had a wonderful Christmas with the children coming over from London,
Yeah.
and we had a beautiful Christmas, and it was totally peaceful. It was beautiful. And then we embarked on the new year together, Renata and myself.
Mm.
And it just became stronger and stronger. And we had this feeling that we should move from here. And we came upon a beautiful little house
Yeah.
that would have been lovely for us to have moved to in a village up a valley. And it was perfect. But the people gave it to someone else. And again, we didn't freak out. We
Yeah.
both we both went, phew. And then a young man, a medical student, got in touch with me, and he's been doing the courses with me in Germany. And he said to me, Stephen, what seeds have you sown for this year? And I thought, oh, okay, I'll do that. And I suddenly just wrote down these seeds. And the first seed was acceptance. So I said, okay, I'm going to invite in this seed of acceptance. And it's been extraordinary. I found that, like, this house fell through, we just accepted it.
Yep.
The technology side of it, of dealing with things like using my computer and making videos and getting the videos downloaded so that they're useful for the school. And I'm learning all of this
Great.
and I'm embracing it and
Mm.
I'm accepting my place
Yeah.
as being a student.
Yeah.
Well, now, for me, I'm moving from the last moon of winter into the first moon of spring.
Yeah.
So this last moon of winter is moving from the solstice
Mm.
to Imbolc. Now, Imbolc is very soon,
Yeah.
okay? And that's when, so this period is where there's thick snow on the ground in most of the northern hemisphere. And underneath the snow, the seeds are quickening. They're just taking in this, they know that the sunlight is increasing. They know that it's going to be warm soon. So the chemicals inside, the enzymes, are all starting to digest the carbohydrates, and they're starting to quicken. Well, I am as well. I'm
Yeah.
starting to quicken. So it's as if the more we celebrate each of these incredible times of the year, like solstice, winter solstice, and then we move into Imbolc, and we celebrate Imbolc, and we celebrate every moon, like the fullness of the moon, and we celebrate the newness of the moon.
Mm.
Basically, what us human beings need to do is we need to remember to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
I saw you smudging just now, and that's just about it, you know. We need to smudge and we need to remember to remember.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's one
that's
of the
what's,
things that you've taught me is smudge your tools.
yeah,
Smudge your tools.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
and I've just been over today with my dear dad.
Oh,
And
have
we
you?
just we'll just give Ashley a bit of a bit of
Good.
airtime here. And
Great. Yes, please do.
yeah, so he's writing this book. He's been writing it for many, many years, called The Treasure of Drognadil.
The treasure of what?
Drognadil. And
Drog.
Drognadil was this witch queen who lived 2,000 years ago.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's quite a story. Anyway, so I'm
Whoa.
helping him get this thing out of his head, you know, and
Oh, brilliant!
out of his written scrawl of all of these notes he's got, and he gets very
Yeah,
confused about,
brilliant.
and you know, getting it done for him.
Oh,
So I just
great.
I kind of straight from that, you know, and as you were saying, Stephen, about this technical, you know, for us to
Yeah,
be able to make this happen and to broadcast here on Kind of Sound and to share
yeah,
this message, you know, we have to set up, don't we?
yeah,
Plug in the mics and the headphones and the
yeah,
computers and get everything sorted.
yeah.
And it does take a bit of time. And so I was just getting it ill. And I thought the next step is then, as you beautifully describe it, this honoring process. You know,
Yeah.
I honor you
Yes,
just the way you are. I honor me just the way I am. And just
absolutely.
to help sort of balance things. And then I think we can settle into that acceptance so much easier.
Because we're rooted.
Mm,
Because we're anchored.
yeah.
You know, if we haven't got our roots, but you know, I'm an Englishman, I'm a British man, a Cornish man,
Mm,
living in southern Austria.
yeah.
I don't speak the language well,
No.
but I'm still rooted
Yep.
because I'm rooted in my own humanity,
Yep.
being rooted with the cosmos.
Mm, mm,
You know, like you just picked up your piece of holy wood and you're
mm,
smudging yourself, and what a beautiful thing to do,
mm.
you know, and to honor each other and honor Ashley, because I love your father. I
Yeah.
love your father. And let's get on to this subject, because in our society we haven't really valued the older people,
True.
and we put them in old people's homes.
Yep.
But you know what I saw yesterday? I saw 94. 94.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to be 74 this birthday.
Wow.
Okay, I've got another 20 years because I'm visualizing myself getting to 94.
Wow. I mean, 20 more years of the medicine man. I mean, imagine
Yeah,
we're doing a show every fortnight. So
yeah,
that's like 25 to that's 500 shows we'll have done. That seems brilliant, doesn't it? Imagine that. What a legacy.
absolutely,
God, here we go.
absolutely.
Imagine what you'll do in 20 years.
Exactly. I honor you.
Honor you.
I honor you
You.
just the way you are, Giles
Yes.
Bryant.
And everyone listening and watching.
And I honor you, all of you,
Yes.
human beings with
Yes.
voices and ears and
Yes.
bodies just like mine. Hey, do you know, all of you out there who are listening to this, do you know you're made exactly the same as I am? You're
Yeah.
no different to me, and you're no different to Giles,
Mm.
and you're no different to the woman who puts your vegetables through the machine in Tesco's.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we're all the same, folks,
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
and we're all potentially enlightened. Just
Mm-mm.
depends how much we want to be enlightened.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. You know, I was so thinking about this radio program. You know, I hoovered the house.
Mm.
I really cleaned the house, and I had a really good shower, and I put a nice smelling stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm going to be with Giles.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this to the best. I'm going to accept the very best in my life, Giles.
Beautiful.
You know, I'm not going to shortchange myself anymore.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I'm getting from the beginning of this year. I'm
Okay.
getting this feeling that I don't have to take second best.
Mm.
I can make it the best.
Yeah.
I can listen to inspiring people. That's all I do. I listen to inspiring podcasts and inspiring presentations. I don't want anything else, thank you, folks.
Yeah. 100%, Stephen. I've just finished writing a book called
Have you?
Yes. It's
I saw it. Yes.
The Mechanics of Manifestation. So it's all finished. And
Yeah.
I'm just now at that stage of I printed it out. I'm just reading through.
Yeah.
And maybe even it'll get published for the spring equinox. I'm thinking that would be
Beautiful.
good. So as I'm doing it, it's brought about a wonderful shift in my own consciousness and in chats that I have with other people. And just tying into what you've just said there about what we focus on and where our attention goes and how our perceptions are so incredibly controlled and programmed and manipulated. So we do not think about the best and unity and love, but rather we are presented with division. And it's that old story, divide and rule. That's why they always play that card. And that card can be on grounds of politics, on grounds of religion or race or sexuality or the football team you support. They really don't mind. They'll just do any trick. And I think that's what we have. We have the choice. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the choice. You can choose to focus on inspiring books and people and information and nature, or it's very easy with the technology we have now just to fill your head with absolute rubbish. And it's there. It's unbelievable the ferocity of that broadcast of this nonsense that doesn't really serve our higher good at all, but just seeks to divide and control.
Absolutely. I mean, as you were talking there, I thought of sugar. You give yourself a sugar hit and you go straight up and you go straight down. Well, I'm afraid that's not good energy.
Yeah.
If you want good energy, eat good food, take good trace elements, get good food into your system, drink lots of water, don't drink alcohol, don't drink beer, don't do things that suppress you, lift yourself. Yeah. And no one's going to do it for you, Giles.
Yeah.
If I don't do it for me, no one else is going to do it for me, Giles. Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's the message that we need to give out to people. It's about self-responsibility.
Yeah.
Now that means you've got to be inspired.
Right.
And that means you've got to get good teachers and you've got to be a good student as well.
Yeah.
Look, there's this incredible arrogance. Look, I'm a teacher. I run the School of Sacred Drumming with Renata and some of my friends. Okay? But I tell you what, I'm a serious student of a very good teacher. I listen to my teacher, Giles, every day. He does presentations throughout the world and I listen every day because he's sensible, he's sane, he's pragmatic, but he's inspired. Mm-hmm. And you know what he's inspired by? The word peace. It bums me out that we called that CD medicine path. We should have called it peace. Because it's so important for us.
You're right. You are right. I mean, it was peace for many years, wasn't it? Under the kind of working title of it all. But I do think one of the standout tracks on it is the track Peace. That's just, I think that's one of the gifts you've brought to the world, Stephen. Obviously, you brought many gifts to the world, but the depth of consciousness in your music. And ladies and gentlemen, so look, schoolofsacreddrumming.com, and also you can find on Bandcamp Stephen's music. Stephen Ash. So just search Stephen Ash on Bandcamp, and you can hear this incredible music. And do you know that's if we when we go on a journey, Stephen, if we've got a journey of some distance to do in the car, first CD that goes on is the Medicine Path, because it just sets you up. It just sets you up for that journey, doesn't it? You can then, because you're then like, I mean, this album, for those of you that don't know, is aligned to the chakras from the highest realms down into the Earth Star, with songs that explore each of these things. And when you sing that on that piece, and I think that's where we had John do the backing vocals, wasn't it, on that one, if I remember right? He did a fantastic, like, just, because he'd sung at St. Paul's Cathedral, and he's a good singer, isn't he? Right? I mean, me and you are, me at King's College and all that. Me and you are. I mean, we're gruff old medicine men, aren't we? We're bums. we just have possibly the gifts of being able to tap into this inspired. We've got a transmitter, haven't we? We can get it out there for people. Oh, wonderful.
The greatest transmitter, I'm realizing as we go, you know what I'm going to focus on? Really, I'm going to focus on this. Yay, yay, shay, yay.
Right.
Yay, yay, shay, yay.
What's that?
It's a Chinese saying. Yay, yay, shay, yay. And what it means is man stands between heaven and earth.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're sitting between heaven and earth. The trees out there are standing between heaven and earth, and all the animals and birds are all between heaven and earth. Yay, yay, shay, yay.
Wow.
I invite golden light into the earth through me.
Yeah.
I invite golden light into the earth through me. Giles, has that got any religious context?
Well, I mean, that's a tough one. That is a tough one, isn't it? Has it? I don't know. I mean, on some levels it does.
Yeah.
But on some levels it transcends religion.
Absolutely. And that's its gift. Because it speaks to every creature alive on this planet. Because they're all doing the same. When a little robin is out there singing in the tree, it's channeling its song into the earth through itself. And so are the flowers. The flowers are there like little cups, like little chalices, and they're channeling the golden light into the earth as a gift for Mother Earth.
Yeah.
So what I feel is we have so much. So it's to me, it's so exciting to have this with you, to have this ongoing brotherly communication. Because I looked at something last night that absolutely hit me as amazing. And it comes from the World Healing Project. And it's their latest, what is it called? A news, like a news thing that comes.
Yes, the
email.
newsletter.
I got it. Newsletter. That's the word I wanted.
Go.
This newsletter from the World Healing Project. It's about Giles Bryant and Juliet Bryant, and I was inspired by your presentation and the information, free information on vitamin D, vitamin B12, on your book in there as well, But I'm so inspired by you, like you're inspired by me. Now that means that we have linked arms in a circle of humanity. And I don't know if you remember this, but they said that if 144,000 individuals were to get inspired enough, then it would completely change the shift of consciousness on the earth. Now, I don't know about you, but I regard you as one of those 144,000, and I regard myself as, and I regard Juliet as, and I regard Renata as, and David Ash as, my brother David.
Yeah.
So, to me, we're in this incredible time in history.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is our time, folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step into it. Step into the shoes.
Yep.
Step into the shoes.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is our time, folks. What an absolutely 100% message. And I appreciate that feedback about the newsletter, Stephen. It took me about 2.5 hours to do. And you know, when you're sort of
brilliant,
when you're sort of ploughing through something, I just think, well, it's just my job to serve as best as I can.
Yes.
And for the people that will read it, and then the pebbles in the pond, the ripples go out, and just try to. And the email was called "Stay Positive," because I know a lot of people are knocked off their equilibrium by personal circumstances or possibly global circumstances. And that was one of the things that was sort of coming through. So just backtracking a little bit, solstice, right? Picture the scene, right? It's the solstice eve. And we're at this venue just outside of Cambridge that's affiliated with the Kind of Sound, the Hugh set up Kind of Sound. He's got this lovely venue. It's just been reborn. They're doing events, but also it's going to be like this holistic center, right? Vegan cafe, healing rooms, workshops, seminars. So next time the Medicine Man is back in the UK, we're booking you, okay, to come to the Kind of Sock. We want to get you there. So we brought back our One Love Conscious Clubbing night, and Juliet had a book launch, and we did a perpetual choirs, music, and everything. And then I take to the I put my DJ hat on. Okay, so DJ Earthstar takes to the the decks, right, and playing the music. And I did this beautiful set, this music set, and it's kind of there's up tempo and lower, and it's like a journey. People are dancing in a journey. And then I put on that incredible song, the dance music version of The Golden Light.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I played it.
Oh, nice.
It was brilliant to play it in that sort of situation, where everyone's dancing. And then there's this beautiful bit where Renata does a guided meditation over the, and then at the bit, and she goes, and relax and let go. Yes. And then it just goes, let go. And then it just, and then I mix in the next song. So everyone, they've had this like 1 second of, where there's no sound, there's no noise, there's no breath. We're in the void. We're in nirvana. Yeah. And then boom, and then we're, and then the next song comes in. It was so cool, man. It was so cool to mix in, to mix that in, and then the people who know it, doing the moves, and they're doing the golden light moves, and just to take that sort of thing to the dance floor.
Yes.
Not just the spiritual workshop or the the yoga class or the you know what I mean. Just actually take it to where people are dancing, and so that was just a joy. That was So we'll definitely be mixing in some of those.
Do so.
We're back for in bulk as well. We're going to do this One Love. Interesting, you were saying about we need to honor these cycles. So we're going to do the One Love every on the 8, on the wheel, in bulk.
Beautiful.
Equinox.
Well, now look, we're coming over on the 31st of this month.
Are you?
For a few days, because we're running a workshop the practitioners training,
Yeah.
sacred drumming practitioners training, first module where people make drums
Wow.
is going to be in Bishop's Canning Village
Yeah.
Hall
Oh, lovely.
near Avebury.
Near Avebury. It's a beautiful Bishop's Canning. Those of you who
Yeah.
know the area, it is one of the most beautiful, I think,
Oh,
parts of England there.
it
Fantastic.
is.
So if you want more details of this kind of soundness, you need to go schoolofsacreddrumming.com, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
contact Stephen and Renata through that. That's really exciting news, Stephen. So you're when do you arrive? On the 31st?
On the 31st. So
Yeah.
we're there for In Bulk. We've
Lovely.
got a few days after where we're going to be in London.
Wonderful.
But, I think what we'll do in the future, Giles, is I'll give you a nice picture of when we're going to be over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're going to be over at Easter for a
Yes.
friend's wedding.
Yes.
So I would love to do more things with you.
Yeah, let's do it because we've got a venue now. We've got
Yeah,
a venue.
perfect.
We've got a venue just outside of Cambridge
Well, I can
that
get up
is
to you.
that is really really exciting. It's almost like we've
Great.
been waiting for it, and now it's fallen into place. And then the other thing that we're doing, just wanted to sort of share out there,
Yeah, go.
is we're
Shoot away.
doing this. It's going to be called kind of sacred, and it's like I don't know in how it is in Austria, but in England we have lots of these things in pubs. They call open mic nights,
Mm,
where it gives people the opportunity to share a song or two or a poem, and people can take it in turns and take to a little stage and sing some songs, and not necessarily professional musicians or massively, but it gives people a go. And so we're going to do this, but we're going to do it for sort of have more of a spiritual content
mm,
to it. So people might want to share a poem or a song or a
mm,
story. And when we're doing that, interesting what you're saying, we're gonna do that for the new moon.
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So we've got the kind of the one love party, let's all go for
Yeah,
it. And then we've got the more sacred music where people can, come along and
yeah.
share. And then the other thing we're doing is this holistic business meetup.
I saw that.
Yeah, we did the first one and it was beautiful
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
think, people are so divided and disconnected. And
Yes,
often people just need a bit of help and support. So someone might
absolutely.
have something. So, for example, you've got your wonderful School of Sacred Drumming, your
Mm,
courses that you're doing. It's, well, how can we help spread that out there?
yeah,
How can we
absolutely.
get more people to know about it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah,
part of that, we can tell people on Kind of Sound about it. But it's
yeah.
those networks. And I think it's building those networks that strengthens humanity.
Yes, because I like this idea of the web,
Yeah.
like a spider's web.
Yeah.
And Iktomi is the mother spider,
Yeah.
and she's the one that weaves the web
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah.
And this web, we call it before, 25 years ago, there wasn't a
No.
www dot.
No.
Okay? I remember it just beginning. I
Yeah.
remember being
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Sweden when someone had beginnings of the internet. That was in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Mother Iktomi, she's been building spiders' webs since billions of years. I mean,
Yes.
at least millions and millions and millions of years.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying there about inspiring others to lock into their life purpose and
Yes.
to get people going in the practical way.
Yes.
It's got to be practical. It's no
Yes.
good. I was listening to, again, this is my teacher, and he was saying chakras, he said chakras. I've seen x-rays of my spine and I've not seen a chakra. What's everyone going on about? Is it a whole lot of imagination? Are you imagining it? Now, I've been working with chakras and the rainbow essence since the days of
Yeah,
Con,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So I really listened to him
yeah, yeah,
without judgment,
yeah,
without
yeah,
judgment.
yeah.
And I really like what he says.
Mm.
Because what he says is, look, you guys, get back to reality.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay? Question everything.
yeah,
Question everything.
yeah,
If people go on about, oh, my chakra's doing this and this chakra's doing that, question it.
yeah,
Don't be a mug.
yeah,
Don't be a mug.
yeah,
Question it. And everyone has their opinions. He's got his opinion, fine. But I
yeah.
can find a chakra with my pendulum or my dowsing rods, It's no problem. I don't have a problem.
Mm.
And I think what we need to do is we need to see that the responsibility is not heavyweight. It's a joy.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I see with your children. I see with little
Zachary.
Zachary, and then the
Yeah,
next one. What is it? What's
Elia,
it?
Elia.
Elia.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And go for it,
That's,
kid.
that's right. It's practical.
Yeah, it's practical.
Very practical. I think you're
Even,
absolutely right, Stephen, and that's kind of with this meetup thing. There was a lot of love there, and there was a lot of connection, but it was very practical.
yeah.
And we went round at the end. Everyone introduced themselves and networking, whatever. And then I said at the end, "Can we just go around and everyone just say, if you got anything you need, anything you need support with, or anything you need help with, And it was amazing what was coming out from people. And then you realise that. So it's funny. There was one guy said, I'm really good at what I do." He says, "I've got no idea about business." And I said, "Well, you see that guy there? He
Yeah.
knows everything about business. Speak to him." And these two have had this amazing connection, right? And
Yeah.
it will be so. It's already been so fruitful. It'll be so fruitful. I just feel unless we meet up, unless we gather the tribe, and of course in our modern way, as much as I'd love to top round and have a cup of herbal tea with you, that's a long flight. I don't have a passport. It's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
But we can connect like this. So we should use technology, not let it use us. But when you can, kind of sounders, make those in-person connections.
Yeah.
Just like you're doing, Stephen, with the drum making. So, if you're interested, kind of sounders, because I have made a drum with the Medicine Man, Stephen Ash. I mean, I am privileged, and if you want to as well, and there's the opportunity to do it. I mean, you've probably still got another 20 years of him making them if he's going till 94. But I'd just say get him whilst you can. Wow, that's fantastic. So, Stephen, we've just got a few minutes left. Have you got any other plans for the year? Any other seeds, as your friend was saying about sowing?
Okay. Do you remember the harmonic convergence?
Yes, I do.
And the harmonic concordance?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, at the very moment, all the planets of the solar system are visible in the heavens. And if I was out the other night with my walking stick, and when I traced the shape of the planets in the solar system, they were making a spiral that went from the south into the east, into the north, gathering the energy counterclockwise, coming back down into around Pleiades, up through Taurus, and up through Orion and going east. Wow. So it's like a spiral like this.
Yeah.
Now, people out there listening, you're in a time of incredible change. Take this opportunity to step into what's happening in the cosmos, because this isn't just Giles and Stephen. This is people all over the planet, especially the indigenous people, because they smudge, they honor the earth, and they honor each other. Okay? So my inspiration to you folks
Yeah.
is step in and step in through the breath and the heartbeat. The breath and the heartbeat, those are your channels to get in touch with the energy. It's your personal connection. So there we are.
Wow.
One beat on the out breath.
Yeah.
And 2 beats on the in breath. 1 beat on the out breath. 2 beats on the in breath. 1 beat on the out breath, and then time your heart. In breath.
Beautiful.
Out breath. In breath. It's been a pleasure, Giles.
Oh, absolutely. What an amazing session. Kind of sounds out there. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And of course, do check out Stephen's website, schoolofsacreddrumming.com. And also, if you haven't checked out our previous shows, do so, because we've had some fantastic chats and we will continue to do so throughout the year. And for the next 20 years, at least, we think.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Well, Stephen, have a great rest of your week. If I get to see you when you're back in England, that'll be an absolute joy.
I'd love to.
If not, another time, and we'll set a workshop up with you and Renata.
Beautiful.
In Cambridge. That'll be fantastic. Well, God bless everyone out there, and see you soon.
Thank you, Giles.